Yo, there's some banter between uThermal and ByuN. uThermal, he's like, hey, how about giving me, the new player, the server advantage, papi? And ByuN's like, you always beat me there. Feels like, I'm noob, papi, I'm noob. The banter. But here we go. We're getting into our semifinals. We're getting into our TvT. No random, by the way. This morning in the bottom hand corner of Incorporeal, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the Teal Terran for Shopify. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Terran player from the land of the Netherlands going for the proxy 2-Rax. It is uThermal, aka Cheese Maniac. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamma time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Let's go, papi. Let's go. And here we go as the Raxes are being thrown down. And we'll see if ByuN does go for an economic start. If he does go for a Rax expand, that'll be ideal here for uThermal. Can pop off. Bunny's looking plush today. Yes, I did. It's Bunny Cam soon TM, baby. Soon TM. Yeah. As the Raxes are amassing. And it is economic. Okay, so Rax expand. What does this mean? This means that ByuN's factory is late. It's going to be a delayed factory out of ByuN, which means delayed helium production, more importantly. Hold on. Wait. I assumed it was 2Rax Reaper. My apologies. What's going on? We're going marine? We're recording this for YouTube. Este uThermal, baby. Hold on. uThermal. We'll make this more clear. Bam. Okay. As we have a couple of boys, likewise bunkers being set up on the high ground. ByuN, he did go for the SCV scout to confirm that nothing was back at home. Ooh, and one SCV goes down, getting himself with the Reaper. Nice auto stepping here out of uThermal. But the bunker is done. Marines, they do barely make it through. Delays the factory. The Marines are so low, and there's still a full wall. Yeah, there's still the full wall off. Gets 5 SCVs. Oof. But we're running out of firepower here. Yeah, we're running out of Marines. Again, it was an interesting build here out of uThermal. Gets surrounded as well. With that, ByuN, he defends the main. He's getting a CC. Sorry, he's getting factory on the high ground. And ByuN, I mean, he does have a slight worker deficit. True. I don't see the mass Marine breaking the ramp. Is the issue here. And we expand. Okay. Okay. Here we are expanding. CC's on the way. Ooh, getting to the middle line. Getting one SCV. Oh my god. Gets one SCV and it's going to be cleaned up. So again, we do have a bit of a back and forth trade here. Again, we do see uThermal with a slight worker advantage. Bearing in mind as well that ByuN, his own CC was also delayed as well. So we have a really quirky game state. Very quirky game state here. Going back. And ByuN going for the safety cyclones. Macfield is cancelled though. Okay. Curious to see if uThermal's going to commit as he's getting into his own Macfield accelerators, his own cyclones. ByuN will shut down the scouting Raxes. But again, uThermal will take the faster expansion. True. Like after the dust settles here, uThermal does have the better economy. Slightly. As ByuN says yet to land. Not just that, we do have an equivalent Cyclone count. Banshee opener out of uThermal. Meanwhile, we have ByuN going Raven. Oh, Hellion gets in. Okay. Hellion gets in, gets a couple of SCVs, not bad. And uThermal is going into Hyperflight Rotors. There's a higher chance we're going to see a second factory with this. Going into Hyperflight Rotors. Show us that mech. ByuN going for a very fast third TC, so ByuN is being greedy. And we'll see if uThermal can punish. He has a chance, he has the opportunity. As he's amassing more Cyclones. Defensively here, ByuN, he will have 2 tanks. Can he slowly building up that tank counts? Raven is gathering energy as well. So he's actually poised to go in for harass. Let's go. Oh. uThermal does snipe the Raven. The Raven, I mean, barely out of range. Gets 1 SCV. 2. Oh, that should not have happened. 3 SCV kills. So it gets some value here. Overall, a better trade for uThermal as it did snipe the Raven, but at least does pay for itself in some way. Does get some counter damage. And here we go. uThermal getting his third CC on location. Yep, there's the rest of the factories. As we mentioned, it is mech. So uThermal is meching it up. And can he break this tank line? I don't think he can. 2 tanks on the low ground. Ay, ay, ay. uThermal, he's poised outside, waiting to catch any stray units, but it cannot break the siege line. Scans the main, confirms the third base. He's aware of the third. He's aware of the later Raxes. Stim is on the way. ByuN getting to buy a tank. So buy a tank versus mech. ByuN confirms the mech as well. Oh, Banshee, they do slip in. Limited anti-air. Getting 4 SCVs. Very nice. And the Banshees do get away. Banshees, they've rotated into the main. Once again, limited units to defend. Takes off a couple of Marines. That's 3 Marines going down, a couple of SCVs as well. Oh no! Oh, he does stick around, and the Banshees, one of them does fall. He's gonna try to get out of here. Vikings intercept, will lose every single Banshee. Ay, ay, ay. Brutal losses. Sure, he got 4 SCVs. He got 3 SCVs, or I want to say another 4 earlier. But that was expensive losses here for uThermal. Those were expensive. Losing 4 Banshees in total. This also does weaken the main army. Ideally, you have the Banshees to maybe threaten the tanks. Speaking of tanks are rallying, a second starport is on the way, going into more Banshees, into eventually Vikings for that air control. uThermal's repositioning. Does pull away, does rotate. ByuN is pushing to the center, he gets spotted. uThermal knows. Couple of lock-ons, dragging the army within tank range. But here come the disables. Yeah, disables both. Both tanks are disabled. There's 2 tanks left over. They barely do siege up. Yeah, they barely siege up. And with that uThermal, he won't take the fight. Yeah, too many tanks. Nice control. Nice juggling. ByuN does reset the tank count. And ByuN takes a lead. ByuN, he has a tank lead. Now working on his 4th CC. Again, unfortunately, uThermal, his army was a little bit fragmented. Some of his own tanks were a little bit far behind. So a chaotic fight there for uThermal. uThermal does go for a heavy run by. Unfortunately, a couple of seconds too late. Oh, sorry, too early, I should say. A couple of seconds too early as the SCVs, they do pull away. Hellions, they rotate. Heading towards the 3rd base. Base is so much more exposed. Okay. SCVs are going down. Getting 6 SCV kills and a couple of mules. And we're building up that tank count. Thankfully, even though ByuN initially had the tank lead, we do see that because of the mech composition that uThermal is catching up. He's catching up in tanks. Vikings are in favor of uThermal as well, so he has air control. ByuN instead has a very heavy Marauder army. So got a lot of Marauders designed to stim in and to break a siege line, to tank those tank shots. Oh, Banshees, they almost get a tank. Dragging the army within range of the tanks, not bad. Baits him in. Raven goes down. Got full NG Raven. Once again, nicely done. Instead, ByuN, he just ignores the army, going for a massive counterattack. Back at home, what is it to defend? A handful of tanks. ByuN, he stims in. Yeah, tank on siege. Massive pick off. He gets 2. 2 tanks go down. Gets into the mineral line. Does threaten the base. He's getting caught out though. Yeah, he's... I mean, still trading well. There we go. Gets into the base. SCVs are falling. Brutal damage here to uThermal. There was just a massive opening and uThermal turns everything back around. It's 14 SCV kills. Ay. Everything turns back. Still getting more damage. Another tank is going to fall. And ByuN's drop play continues. Again, ByuN, he has a more mobile army. He's got Marines, Marauders, drops, medevacs. Can keep going. Now, uThermal, he's maxed out, but he's lacking that map control. So the draw play continues. And ideally, ByuN wants to buy more time. Wants to buy more time. Drag uThermal back home. Oof. ByuN does run into the tanks. Drop into the main. It is going to be a one-way trip. Yeah, Banshee does cloak. 2 Marines left. Oh no, another tank kill. Another tank goes down. These Marauders, they are an issue. Oh my god, getting another tank. Not like this in the jobs, they just keep going. uThermal, this time he will not spot it. He's scanning, he's looking. He does miss it though. He will miss the Doom drop. Once again, diving into the main. Tank's getting caught out this time, and ByuN has his own tank. He has control of the ramp. He's going for the production. Thermal racing over. Intel's raced over, gets 1, 2, 3, gets all the medevacs. We'll clean this up, but we'll lose a factory and more supply in the process. And he's just being pulled apart. He's just being torn apart here. ByuN just going left and right. Some more drops moving out. And catching out these stray tanks. You have another 4 tanks. Oh, God. And uThermal's all in. At this point, uThermal's all in. It's all or nothing. Time's on ByuN's side. Tank always going off. This is it. This is it here for uThermal. Pushing right through the center. His economy is in shambles. ByuN, as a result, he can engage, he can trade, he can rebuild and replenish his army. So that's what ByuN should be doing here. Just picking up a couple of stray units. Behind this, ByuN is maxing out. He's got his stores to make up for his lack of anti-air. And ByuN just keeps going for drops. Like, just keeps dropping. Just keeps going. And again, uThermal, he was holding his own for a time until the drop play continued in the main and just got out of hand. It just got out of hand, got out of control. The turrets were too late. A lack of sensor tower as well. CC does barely survive. Barely. ByuN once again sinks past the army. It's on a mission. Gets another tank. Another tank, another orbital. Yeah, cannot escape. Da-da. The CC goes down. Not like this, man. The army's a little bit oversimmed. So uThermal, he will hold. Takes the fight at the same time. Hellions, they get behind the mineral line. Barely out of range of the planetary. Not bad. Okay. That's nice on mining. Once again, the ByuN just keeps ignoring the tanks. Running past. Likewise, he defends back at home. That's, Jesus, like, the efficiency of Marine Marauder is insane. Sims in, just gets more tanks, more Hellbats, more efficient trades. Even here, I trades the Hellbats as well. Marauders are crazy bad. And GG gets called. Things just get out of hand. And ByuN, he will take a lead in the series 1-0. Whew, GG. GG will play. He will take a lead in said series. Again, uThermal, he was holding his own. He was holding his own for the first half of this game up until that second Doom drop into the main base. The first drop was an issue for sure, but for the most part, uThermal, he was able to clean it up, able to deal with it. It was the second drop. Like, the second drop, that's what got out of hand. That's when things got a little bit too chaotic, and that's when, of course, ByuN was able to snowball out of control, able to take a lead and run with it. And now we're getting into game number 2. We are jumping into game 2. And game 2 is going to be on Persephone. Okay. Loading into Persephone here. And we'll see how our players will adjust. Again, it was a really quirky build out of uThermal, going for the proxy Raxes, right? Like going for the proxy Raxes. With that uThermal, he was able to actually deal some economic damage and in a way even things up, if not give himself a bit of an edge, claiming his natural base, getting his CC up and running as well. It was yeah, really interesting setup there. One that I haven't really seen before, going 2-Rax Marine, not Reaper, just to pick up some SCVs, and yeah, with that was able to get into the early game, get into the mid game. But with that GG well played. With that, we're now getting into game number 2, and we'll see how our players do adjust coming into Persephone. Persephone being an interesting map as well. Shorter rush distance by air, drop play can be quite favorable here as well. We'll see if uThermal goes into mech again, if he goes into mech for a second time. uThermal can be a little bit more diverse. How about such a sorry excuse for you in TvT? I mean, they're just there to tank, you know, they're just there to be a bit of a meat shield, unfortunately. Like, they're not meant to do any damage, they're not meant to be anything more than that. They're just kind of glorified walls for your tanks. And even then, like, they're kind of made out of paper as well. Like, they're... Smurge, pappy Smurge. They do what they can. They do what they can. But looks like we do have some technical issues, so hopefully they are resolved soon. Hopefully nothing too scary. Hopefully everything's okay. Likewise, hopefully everyone's been enjoying themselves, enjoying their week of StarCraft as well. Like, it was an intense weekend of SE for all, and again, Stellarfest is this weekend as well. So we have Stellarfest around the corner. Actually, I think starting today, right? Let's have a look at TL. When is Stellarfest? Stellarfest is in 3 hours. There you go, it's in 3 hours. 3 hours, man. And Stellarfest, that's going to last all week long as well. We won't be covering Stellarfest. We did cover the qualifiers, but only the qualifiers. It's fine. We're busy with everything else. There's a lot of StarCraft this week. But Stellarfest, that's the offline event happening in Canada. We're in Canada. But here we go. We're getting into our next game, into game 2, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the South Green Terran player. We have the Teal Terran for Shopify. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Red Terran player, the Red Terran himself. We have the Terran from the land of the Netherlands. It is uThermal. Let's go. Hellbat drops can be pretty good in TvT. They can be okay. Be okay. Oh, so we're doing it again. Okay. So my assumption would be 2-Rax Reaper, but we may just go 2-Rax Marine for 2 games in a row for the second time. Let's go. uThermal. Setting up for that second Rax. And we'll see if ByuN goes for a safer build this time. The answer is, oh my god, 2-Rax Reaper. Oh, I am concerned for uThermal. I want to say that 2-Rax Reaper defensively will shut down 2-Rax Marine. So I'm a little bit concerned here for our Red Terran player. We'll see what he commits into. We'll see where this leads. I mean, regardless, even if this is 2-Rax Reaper, like ByuN, like this is meant to be a hyper defensive setup to shut it down. Yep, there we go. Reapers are on the way. And ByuN will have the equivalent Reaper count with a defender's advantage. Oh boy. Now it still comes down to the initial engagements. It still comes down to the individual unit control. But I'm favoring ByuN in this position here. As this is meant to shut down specifically proxies.
Command center upgrade complete.
Reapers are on the way. ByuN is checking. Perks out. He sees. Yeah, he sees. He pulls away. He has a high ground. He will shoot first. And uThermal has to be so careful. uThermal, he has yet to realize what's going on. Boys are being pre-pulled. Factory's on the way. And uThermal, he does head towards the ramp. Now we have 2 Reapers. Yeah, he has 2 Reapers. Catch the first Reaper, and that's okay, that's just a brutal start. A brutal start. 1 Reaper goes down. Second Reaper going to be chased as well. Does not escape, and with that, ByuN has a massive lead. He's going across the map as well. He has everything he needs back at home, and that might just be game. As we mentioned, like, defensive 2-ranked is meant to hard counter proxy 2-ranked Reaper. It's meant to. And there's nothing here at home. Yeah, there's nothing to defend. And GG gets called. ByuN, who will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. A build order win there for ByuN, and again, we gambled back. We gambled quite a bit. Game 1 was crazy. Game 1 was intense, and I was very impressed by what uThermal brought to the table in the first game. But here in Game 2, just a little bit unlucky here that ByuN was going for his own defensive 2-ranked Reaper, and with that, he was shut down. ByuN was able to shoot first, of course, able to catch the first Reaper, and that was game. That was game then and there. GG. GG, well played with that. Congratulations to ByuN, and shout out to uThermal for competing. Again, uThermal, he doesn't often compete in open cups, so we do appreciate it whenever uThermal does show up to compete and to take part. So big shout out to uThermal. As he's been doing a lot for the scene, especially in recent times, when it comes to organizing and hosting the 2v2 circuit as well, like the 2v2 circuit, and investing quite heavily into the 2v2 scene as well. It's been great to see that kind of growth and that support being spread around. So big shout out to uThermal for what he does, for the content that he creates as well. Hope to see more uThermal in more tournaments in the future, hopefully, especially in the new map pool once that comes around. Otherwise, it is time for the Gamba. Let's go.